What's up? It's your boy Carcino here. Let's talk about it. The fight is here. All boxing fans get ready. BoxingSocialist.com fans get ready. It's going down. George Groves have been waiting for this fight for a long time with Chris Eubanks Jr. Chris Eubanks Jr. is looking for that signature win, that big win over a named opponent where people can say he is for real. Everyone keeps doubting him. And in this tournament, they finally got into the fight that they wanted to do so badly and put together because Chris Eubanks Jr. brings excitement. He's been working in the Mayweather gym. He's went back home and trained, and he's only focused on what he needs to get accomplished and what he needs to get done. He's zeroed in on Groves. Groves is the most skilled fighter he's ever faced, period. I mean, you could lay it out any which way you want to see. George Groves, he can fight. And the thing about Groves is once he's hurt, that's when he's dangerous. But how many times can you keep going against the whale? You know, there's only so many times you can keep going against the grain and keep going to the well. So the weigh-in went down. Both guys made weight. Now we're going to see. Now, a lot of you guys out there don't know who these fighters are. Chris Eubanks Sr. is probably the UK's greatest, most skilled fighter there was. There wouldn't be a Prince Al Nazim if it wasn't for him. All these other champions modeled themselves or the way they carried themselves like Eubanks. So by far, he was boxing's elite before he started losing, and he only did that once he got up in age. And for Chris Eubanks Jr., he never had to fight or box. Like, this kid is rich. He's a rich kid, and normally the rich kid don't. It's like, why do you want to do this? Even his father was like, go to college. Like, I fought and spent my whole life fighting so that my son didn't have to. He wants to fight. He don't want to live off his father's name. He wants to make his own legacy and be his own champion, make his own money. He wants to prove he's not a daddy's boy. He wants to prove he can do it. You know, he took a fight and lost. And everybody said, see, told you he's not the goods. And since then, he's just been dynamite. He's 26-1. Grove is 27-3. One fight I thought he won, and that was against Badu Jai. I think he came back and did enough to win that fight. Both of them have 20 knockouts. But Groves have been in a lot of wars. He's the older guy by only a year, but he's been through more damage. And the fact that him making the weight might have been a little harder for him. With Eubanks, who's younger and more fitness fit, instead of ballooning up in between fights. And for him having these two fights kind of close, Eubanks having kind of the space to kind of, reset himself. You know, will Groves be too big on fight night, or will Eubanks' speed, agility, and power be too much? See, here in America, we just gonna be like, huh? What? I don't get it. What's so special about this fight? This is a sold out fight in the UK. Everybody wants to see this fight. I'm very intrigued to see this fight because I want to see who's gonna win. I definitely want to see what Eubanks can do with someone who's experienced enough and Grove who believes he can best him. He can outbox the young guy and see if Eubanks can step it up. Eubanks, I think, will win by by a knockout. That's my prediction. I think Eubanks catches him in like round 9. The key about Eubanks is what most fighters don't really do is he will throw the 4. Most people throw a 2, 3 punch combination, they get out. He'll throw a 4, a 5. I've seen him throw a 6 punch combination. He stays in the kitchen. People are like, that's a dangerous way to live. But he throws the extra punch. And that's a dangerous fighter. Somebody who could throw that extra punch and have that kind of confidence that I could stand here and throw this extra punch. And when you thinking about trading, pow, he catches you and it's good night. Now Groves can't make that mistake and get caught early and keep trying to come back from, he's got the experience of having his bell rung a couple of times to clear the head and get back boxing, but this isn't the guy you want to do it with. This young kid is not the one you want to do it with. So I'm intrigued to see how this fight plays out, really. Grove has got the ability to surprise you and knock you out. He can do it. But they got the same amount of knockouts. He's no scrub when it comes to knockouts, but Groves can surprisingly box. He's really slick. He can get small in the ring when he wants to. So I'm just ready to go, man. I'm ready to go. Shout out to Rope-A-Dope Radio. Don't forget to check out Chris Carlson on Rope-A-Dope Radio. Go on Twitter at Rope-A-Dope Radio and hit him up and see what he thinks about the fight. And go listen to the radio show. And I'm out.